All right, we live, yo. Are we live? Are we good? How's it going, folks? Let me see if we live. Your videos. Hold on. Testing 1, 2. Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Microphone check. Hold on. I think you can hear me, but okay, you can't hear me. Oh, the mic is hot. Yes. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's finish up this dragon. I gotta send out this banner in a few. All right. Oh my God. Now my stream is right, yo. Oh my God. Yes. That's what I'm talking about, man. Holy smokes. This is what it feels to be professional. Gotta finish this. It's weird. I can't have back in the day, you could like draw something and then you want to ink it. And then halfway through the inking, you could just walk away with it and just start something else. It's so hard for me to do that. It's really hard for me to do that. It's really hard. Like I have to finish it, even if I don't like it. If I really don't like it, I'll just crumple up the paper, shred it, and then start a new one. But if I like it and something tells me, like something's in me when I just don't finish it, I have to finish it. Those days are gone. Of just walking away from it in mid drawing. I can't do that anymore. I forgot something. Wait, right back. Oh man. Hit the like button, folks. If you're in the chat. If you're just watching in your incognito and I can't see you, you just hit the like, man. Hit the like. Oh my God. Oh. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. I'm stumbling and fumbling in my own studio right now. I'm sorry. Stumbling and fumbling. Okay, I figured this out last time. Like if the cord isn't fully, flushed and pushed against it, it will make these little jotted poop, no, shrimp poop lines. Maybe I should take this one off. I put too much. I'm putting too much. I'm putting too much tension on it. Yeah, there we go. Still kind of doing it, but I guess it's the signal from cord to port. The male to female connection. Oh, see, it's doing it again. It's doing a lot this time. It's bothering me. What I do like is whatever I do when I see it on the YouTube screen is it's it's in real time movement. There's no wait. It's where the computer. Oh, I guess this is Wi-Fi. My phone's going off of Wi-Fi right now. So there's like a 2 second. There's a 2 second delay on my phone. But my computer is. I think it's because I'm like really. I'm I'm connected on Ethernet, so it's like direct. This is like playing video games with somebody and they don't have like the newest hardware or whatever, or they're not connected. They're working off of Wi-Fi. They're lagging. They're lagging, man. All right. That's something I'm gonna have to come back and fix. This is killing me. But I gotta get through it. All right, I could jump off of that. What's up, everybody? Share this with all your Instagram friends. That'd be really nice of you to do that. Oh my God, why is it doing that? Shrimp poop lines, man. I thought I fixed it. That's kind of cool, but I don't like it. Not for this. Yeah, I'm finishing this up, man. Finishing this up. I was drawing it the other day, and I gotta finish it before I start something else. I'm almost done. I'm probably gonna. It's gonna probably take me like 20 more minutes, and then I'm gonna jump into drawing like something else. But dragons are fun to draw, man. It's not like anybody in here is making any requests like, "Hey, yo, can you draw this?" And then I'll draw it. But if you just gonna stand there and look stupid, then I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna draw what I want to draw. But you know, I do say, yo, make a request. Make a request. I'll draw it. This is just a warm up. Just a warm up. Man, will you ever release another dragon book? I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I lost all my other drawings too, so yeah, I'll draw another. I'll probably do another one. It's definitely different from the last time though. How like 10 months ago. Oh my god, this chair squeaking. What the? Yo, I gotta do some scales right now, and then that's it. Yo, I gotta draw. I gotta draw. I was showing somebody the TBS tag you did on my arm ages ago. Tried to convince them to get a full body from you. LOL. BX Bully NBC. Ha. I get it. Thank you. Thank you for the. Thank you for that. Yeah, man. I pitch it to people all the time. I find like the special type of people that willing to go through with that, man. It's not like something that's like for everyone. That mental stamina to also have to be in a chair and or laying on a table and getting drilled for like hours on end. Oh snap! I got two mics going. I got one mic that's on my YouTube right now, folks, and then I got another mic going through my Instagram on my phone. So do not go onto my YouTube. It'll blow your eardrums out. You'll have the crazy feedback. If you're on the chat, nah, it's not for everybody, man. This is for you gotta have. It's a financial thing too. Like it's a you coming out of your pocket for like a good. A full body suit is like the price of a car, a luxury car. You know, what's a luxury car go? What's a standard luxury car go for, folks? That's the price of a full. If somebody says, "Oh no, no, I got a friend that'll do your front and your back for 10K," chill. Ain't no such thing. It's too much cost. It's too much cost that goes into this. You know? No way. The drawing time. The drawing time is the most, not the most, but the actual tattooing is the most. But the drawing time is very key. So if they're saying they could do your whole back and front, for 10K, that don't make no sense. Ain't no way. So what's the standard price of a luxury car? So I'm gonna ask a simple question. Nobody can tell me. Well, I think like a luxury car starts at what, 80K? There you go. There you go, man. It's the price of a standard luxury car. Pretend I ask a question. Pretend I'm the teacher, kids. And when I ask a question, you gotta answer it. So if I ask a question, can you answer it? It's the standard price of a luxury car. Base model. I don't even think there's this. Is there such a thing called base model luxury? Is there a thing? Is it real? Is that real? Base model luxury? I don't think that's real. That doesn't apply to a luxury car. But when you get like a full suit, and I'm talking like from collarbone to wrist, back of the neck, all the way to back of the ankles, or you know, 3/4 leg, 3/4 arm, full back, full front. We're not talking about back of the neck to waist. That's not a back piece. That's a t-shirt. Yeah, base model luxury car is like maybe like 80, right? Yeah, man. This thing just skipping so much. Anybody have an issue with that with their iPad when they're drawing, or if they ever stream that their the pencils? Does anybody how do they fix it? So I'm trying my best to fix it. I usually do this at the. I usually do that at the end. I get it. It's Monday too, so a lot of people ain't trying to. It's just coming out the weekend. I ain't trying to. Hold on. Yo, what up? Like that shirt. Thank you. Chill. What's up? Folks, we got special guest Dayton James in the background chilling. What up, man? How was the weekend?
No complaints. Hanging with my dog. That's about it.
How's the dog getting better?
A little bit. He gains the weight back. He was like 6 pounds. So that's dope. Still about 10 pounds underweight though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He lost like 16. He was only 40-pound dog. So.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight, dude.
He was real sick, man. He's a lot better now, but his back legs are a little wobbly, so he get their strength back.
Was there like something going around? Like that, like dogs were like pets were getting. So I remember hearing some weird shit like that. Something else.
Maybe that's not what happened here though. I think he's sick.
Is it older?
Nah, he's a young dog. But the vet said it kind of looks like
the same dog I saw you with when that one time we were going. I was driving down San Pablo.
Nah, you talking about the big white dog?
Yeah.
Nah, he passed away like a year and a half ago.
Whoa.
Yeah, this dog's really young. He's like 4, but I think the vet said it seems kind of like lymphoma.
Okay.
So there's like kind of a long road for testing. Like you have to go down to figure that out. Like you have to do like step by step.
Yeah.
And the vet was kind of like, man, you might want to consider putting him down. And I was like, kind of there. And he woke up the next morning and was like, bounce back.
So, and he was like, nah, I'm not,
not
with that.
Hear it. So and then he started eating again because he wasn't eating. Like, well, from what I understand, he's not in particularly a lot of pain.
Right.
So we're just waiting it out. You know what I'm saying? Keep getting tested and see what we can figure out. But as long as he's eating again and he's up moving around, he's good. Like the only real leftover, because he was so skinny, he got so small. The only real like residual shit with him is his back legs are like super weak.
Yeah.
So trying to build him back up. He started being able to go on walks again a couple of days ago. So we'll see what happens.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
What you gonna work on today? So you gonna draw today?
Oh, that's a good question. Geisha?
Oh yeah. Geishas are good. I might do some flowers after this.
What you got going on over
Finishing up that dragon that French dude was here.
there? Uh-huh.
I never finished it. I didn't get to. I was out with the family yesterday and went to the beach.
Nice.
Um, we tried to go to Mirror Beach yesterday, but that shit was packed. So we went down to Stanton, and then it actually got packed. Like when we got there, they had like I think like 8 rows left. When we were leaving, it was like filled up. I was like, damn. Dre mom's still next door on the block. Nah, my mom left already, man. My mom moved down to Texas, man. She got her guns and all that. Yeah. Um, so I got the sniffles, folks. I'm not sick. I'm just got the sniffles.
Allergies wild right now.
I think that's what it is, man. I thought I was sick, but like I don't feel like when you're sick, your body just be aching. I don't have that. I got like a lack of energy, but
I think it's all that sun.
might have been the sun,
Everything's
man.
moving all at once, you know?
Might have been the sun. My wife took a video of me digging a hole in the beach. It was funny, man. Everybody that like I noticed a weird little thing going. Everybody that had like a little tent, they were digging holes. Like the first thing they do, everybody started doing is start digging holes. I was like, oh man, I've been watching too many M Night Shyamalan movies. Some shit go get a little down, everybody start digging holes and shit. And she was digging one hole, man. She was deep down there, like halfway down, like the length of her body. I was like, oh shit, how the fuck? Um, but it was cool. It was just people were smoking, just toking
So, like,
the whole the whole the whole time. I was like, oh man, see, this is a California beach, man.
yep.
Can't do that shit on the East Coast. Yo, California water is some of the coldest water I've ever been in.
Definitely true. Yeah, that's the bay, though.
Oh my god. Y'all can keep that.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
Yeah, don't get New York numbers out here for sure.
It's kind of like semi cold out there. So you gotta be in the water to get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, but it'll always be like 90 degrees outside.
yeah, but Virginia water is warm, ain't it?
It can be. It can because I mean, it gets real.
Yeah.
We got sharks and shit.
You got sharks.
Yeah, we got bull sharks.
Wait, you got bull sharks. Okay. Bull sharks are crazy, right? But can't they don't they got like a special filter where they can go like salt to fresh water?
Maybe. Yeah, sounds right. But they also they will bite you for sure. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. But they you know.
They could you could find them more inland too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they got like that special like a special like gill or not gill, like a gland that can filter out the salt when they want to go fresh.
I feel like you encounter a shark, you already lost.
Oh, dude.
It's like you're not in your, you know what I'm saying? It's like falling through the sky and encountering a bird, you know?
I don't fuck. Oh my god, chill, man. There's this one. I don't mean to laugh at the dude, but he's in those shark cages, and for some reason, somehow the shark got in the cage, and then the shark was like, "Fuck, it's too tight in here." He's trying to get out, and the shark is like pushing his way out, and finally gets out. And then there was a dude in the cage, and he comes out. I was just like, "Yo,
Not good.
oh, see, that's that the ocean, man. Look, we humans evolved out of the ocean. There's a reason why we left the ocean.
It's terrifying.
Yeah,
You see the boys in the sub just got turned into a tuna can.
yeah. Exactly. And that's just the pressure. They didn't get eaten by nothing.
Right.
It's a reason why one of the smartest creatures in the ocean is just always behind it, and it's an octopus because he's like, yo, I need to figure out how to get out of this water.
Say, what we know more about space than the ocean?
Right.
Do you grid these scales off first?
Nah.
You just do it blind.
Just go. I mean, in the beginning, I did.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I did, but once I started understanding, like, once you lay out the body, right? Once you lay out the body, and then you go with once you get the body down, and then the underbelly, then the scales come after that. Then it's third, because you can't really. It looks off when you grid the body, and then the scales don't match the grid. So it's kind of like get the get the like get the body down, or the mass, the movement that you want, especially like if it's something that's gonna like pinch, like right here, like
Yeah.
if you can get that down, and then sometimes you could lead with the backbone, or you could turn again, you could do like the underbelly, so, or like it'd be like this is the backbone, the back and neck, and then this comes like well, yeah, right, yeah, you could, well, yeah, so take the pinch out, move that, and then turn that to bend. So you kind of, I usually build out the underbelly first and keep it like, I like a tighter underbelly. There's some people that do a looser underbelly. Um, Once I get the underbelly like that, before what I would do I would grid it, and I would start with the line closest to the underbelly. I mean, not the underbelly, to the backbone, and then once I realized, like, all right, cool, now I would just like the curve starts from the underbelly, and then and not try to like. Then there's that part of the book, of the Dragon Book, that Ed talks about. When you're doing the scales, don't try to do them too perfect. Try to kind of have them in a loose formation, but they still can. They will, like you want to give them kind of a little bit more character. So now, if I was to grid it, I kind of use the overall shape of the oval, this motion, you know,
Mhm.
to guide my scales, to the point now where when I do scales, it's just I don't need to really grid it. I just need to keep the motion of that movement um just right, and it's become
Because they kind of expand and contract as the body gets wider,
yeah, yeah,
broader, and narrower.
yeah, expand, contract. Like, this is not really a perfect scale here, there's more over here than there is over here, um but that's kind of like the thing of the scales. When you look at like snake scales, they're not joined perfectly at the points here. They kind of separate sometimes.
Right.
Some are deformed, some are like chipped. Um and so like and sometimes what I will do, um for instance, like there's like two sentences. So like here, these two, This point will connect, but then when it gets to the middle of the body, I won't connect it. I'll just like separate it. But then these two scales over here connect. So these two scales connect, and these two scales connect, but this and this won't connect.
Right. So as the body is sort of like
The mid part of it expands out a
stands
little
out.
bit more. Now and it's only done in like a 2D animated way because I wanted to have that one characteristics of a of the scale movement, and they're like but that's sometimes like right here I just didn't connect them, but it's like a character kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And to show that this body over here is kind of like uh, I lost it a little bit. It's too stiff. Um, since this side is twisting over like that, then I'll kind of like this part right here will be flatter. Well, will not really be flatter, but I'll have like that motion. So I'll just keep those. Like so, I just in my mind I just remember to keep them, you know, a little bit more rounded here, and it gives that look of it. The body's twisting because this is like this motion of this dragon is really twisting from this under like it's it's that one like in my mind like that one scene in Spirited Away and the dragon's like moving in the distance in the background. I've literally like freeze framed it a bunch of different times, zoom in on it, and they don't animate the full thing. All they did was animate the body moving, but then like I'm saying to myself, well, what would that look like? And then it's just the body kind of like I'm thinking the head here and like this part is like really important to me, like how the shoulder and then how this part of the neck moves to give this part of the neck up the top kind of an if anybody's watching this on YouTube, I'm talking about how to have this move and how to have this move to give like to make it look like the dragon's head is not broken, but it's a reptile. This thing is a magical creature, so I'm thinking it has to like have like this movement and then this movement outside and inside, and then it conveys that type of magic and that kind of movement. And then this is also important too, like this part of um the body's movement. Um, the scales have to come at a certain angle too. Uh, and again, it's just that like from doing the grid so many times in my head or on paper. Now it's like in my head and it's just kind of like solidified. Like it's yeah, uh, yeah. It's a weird process, but it sounds more technical than actually once you start doing it. Um, it becomes secondhand, I guess. Yo, you watch that they clone Tyrone?
Nah, it looks really good though.
Yo, that shit. It's probably it's probably one of the best takes on urban sci-fi. I shouldn't say urban sci-fi, modern surf sci-fi.
Yeah, I think they're calling it like they call it San Francisco surrealism, when it's like black folk surrealism, because all the movies came out of the Bay a couple years back, like last last Black Man in San Francisco, and what's the other one with Bruce O'Reilly directed?
Oh yeah, yeah. What the fuck, man?
That movie was crazy.
That movie was that, but yo, that shit makes a lot of sense though.
You see Poker's paintings there?
Huh?
You see David Poker's paintings in there?
Nah,
In the bedroom, we had a bunch of David Poker stuff up.
I gotta look for it again.
Yeah, I might just see it. I watched that preview episode of Invincible season 2.
Wait. They have a preview episode?
Yeah,
Oh, no, I can't.
stuff.
I'm not watching it. I can't watch that shit. Have you read the comic book?
Nah, not at all. I'm
Dude,
familiar though. Yeah.
dude, that's probably one of Kirkman's best books.
Yeah.
Other than
Did you watch season 1?
oh yeah.
It's super good.
They clone Tyrone's though. But that took place. It didn't take place in the Bay though.
Nah, I just think that people call it that because the first few movies of that genre came out of the Bay.
Yeah, this one was the picture quality. I like how dark it looked. Even in the daytime, they use that look of it. But it has to do with just the I like that whoever wrote it was like listening to what the what regular people talk about.
Yep.
You know,
I mean, it's the first movie I've seen I've been excited about in a minute. As soon as
Bro.
I saw the preview, I was like, oh yeah.
that shit is hilarious. It's good, man. It's good. Like I was trying to like because I'm weird about that. I watched so many movies like this. It's just a natural thing. Like, yo, where are they drawing this from? And then I was like, oh, okay, I know what this is about. I know what this is. This is totally about. It's like a mixture of yeah. It's definitely the like the cloning process and what you can do with it, what they could do with it, what they might be doing with it now.
Right. Yeah. Interesting if that's the movie that comes out right now during the strike, right? Because a lot of what the strike is about is they're using, you're gonna replace background actors with AI. It's like,
yeah,
there's CGI people. You're just gonna scan you in as a rat. It's like they're not gonna physically clone you, but
yeah,
which is so dark, bro.
yeah. I mean, there was a bunch like when people take selfies, man. I say, yo, you better stop taking them selfies, man. That like the aging app, they got me with the aging app. They got me with the aging app and what historical people in time, famous historical people in time. They got me with those two.
Oh, you're talking about the filters, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's for facial identification.
but even Apple got it. And, Apple got us with the
Unlock the screen.
yeah. They could because they could say, hey, you know what? When you when you dead 20 years from now or 30 years from now, we'll just come out with some new shit. And just use you as a NPC in our because like look like what was this shit called? There's a game. There's this dude. I love all that. I love the whole AI shit.
Right.
And so he basically went on Google, found this thing where you can download the whole Google Maps. Then he took that and he put it into the Unreal Engine.
Uh-huh.
And then he basically mapped out the whole world, but he's right now currently working on rendering everything that it looks like a game. Because right now it looks like a game. He took his own little 3D character, put it in it, and the little characters running around, but everything looked like mashed potato buildings and mashed potato trees. But he's like, hey, give me like a year.
Or like a 1/10 scale or something so you can move around it.
Yeah, he's like, and then all he does is just punch in different locations around the world, and his character just flies there. So that's how video games are gonna be right now. Like that, Apple and Google are the only ones, and I think Tesla's doing it now too, but those two companies are the only ones that really have the whole world mapped out. And it's a video game now. Now they made a digital world.
It's the future, I guess.
And all you have to do is punch in a geographical location. And that's it.
Google Maps, right?
And Google, how they also make money is they license out the Google Map. And then here we go. Then there's a game I play on. It's an NFT game. You could go and buy the digital asset of the world of wherever you want to go.
Bro, you like a cyborg.
Hey man, nah man. I like.
I mean, you got to do it. You can't get left behind, bro.
You gotta.
As a little bit of a Luddite, I could tell you that there's no happiness in it. There's no joy in being like not into tech because it just makes you paranoid and weird.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So you just got to go with it, man. Like you play video games, right?
Not really.
But bro, come on.
No, man, I'm terrible. I don't look watching Invincible last night was the first time I turned my TV on in 3 weeks.
There you go.
But I played Breath of the Wild for a little while.
That's world building right there, man.
Yeah, it's super fun.
It's world building. I mean, who would have thought, that motherfucking show like Dick Tracy had one of the first pieces of tech that everybody got on their wrist right now. Just about everybody. I ain't got one. I'm broke. But, think about it. Think about that shit, man.
Yeah. All that's wild for me.
Everything you got on right now is from tech.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, my iPhone, I say all the time, like, I think
your clothes, your shoes, your clothes, you know what I'm saying, your hat, all that shit's made by a machine.
For sure. And I mean, on top of that, like I talk a lot about, I feel like humans are basically cyborgs at this point anyway, because like we don't really look at it that way, but your iPhone is a body part.
Yeah. I
You
can't.
Know what I'm saying? Like,
I be carrying around my house all the time, bro. My girl be like, yo, why do you have that? Why you always have to have your iPhone in your hand?
It's like a body part. It's not like a toy. It's like,
It's an extension of yourself.
For sure. Which is kind of scary, but I think that's just the way the world works.
That's right? The way the world works now, man. It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be like that. It was gonna be like that sooner or later.
For sure.
It was gonna be like that sooner or later. Don't understand. It's like even if you're not, even if you say, yo, tomorrow I'm gonna be disconnected from the grid, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna know where you at. They're gonna know where you're at. They can still find out where you're at.
Ted Kaczynski.
Huh?
Yeah, go full Ted Kaczynski to get away from it. But like that's the trip, right? Is I think.
No, dude, you can't.
I almost feel like
you can't. It's those days are gone. They'll still find you, bro. They still could find you. If there's most cameras have some type of bio what the fuck is it called? Some type of facial recognition, right? And they'll just figure out, all right, the last place this person was at is here, right? And we have cameras that have tracked them all the way, he or her, all the way out to this area. So we gotta just find a person that has been living in this area for that long. That's it. Those days are over, bro. You kind of have to like. You gotta. Oh man, like what you kind of because if I have to disappear, I won't tell people I won't do. Let me, facial recognition. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I try not to trip about it too hard because you figure if it's man-made, it's from nature in a way as well, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, we're destroying the earth. And it's like, yeah, we're of the earth, though. And also, like, we're destroying ourselves. We're not really destroying. Everybody's like, oh, climate change. Like, nah, they ain't going to do nothing but kill us. Like, earth will continue to do earth shit,
Yeah.
no matter what we do.
Yeah.
Look at Chernobyl. They said life wouldn't come there for 400 years. They got more wild wolves in Chernobyl than the whole rest of Russia combined.
They got wild wolves, wild dogs,
Deer.
wild deer, the boar. Everything is slightly bigger, but
You definitely don't want to eat it, but it's there.
Netflix personal interest. Can't hide nowhere, and really you can't hide anywhere, man. I'm telling you.
Not if you have a cell phone.
I'm like, that's it. Hide a little bit, but it's a system right now of complete control. You know,
Yeah.
bound to do it,
I mean, you have to give up a lot of modern amenities to be hidden.
bro. I don't want to give up toilet paper. I don't.
I don't think you have to give up toilet paper.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. You don't have to give up toilet paper. You don't have to give up clean water. I'm from a third world country, man. I know it's like not. I know it's like having a cold shower, man. You know? Oh, you can't say third world country no more, right? Developing nation.
Okay, developing nation.
You
Are
can't.
they really developing if the first world countries don't let them develop, though?
I'll go down. Let's go down that road. We ain't going down that road, man. We ain't going down that road, man. Let's stick to sci-fi, bro. Like,
You don't want to talk about Haiti?
oh, come on, man. Here we go. You have to get rid of your phone and debit card. Yo, I like my phone, man. I like my phone. That's
I like my phone too.
who gonna get rid of that?
Yeah, phone's pretty awesome.
You know what I'm saying? I thought Instagram was crazy, but Twitter's Twitter's next level.
You mean X?
Yeah, X.
Elon Musk is a clown.
He's that nigga's. You know how do you get rid of YouTube? I don't think I don't seeing how like entertaining YouTube is. I don't know, man. That's pretty hard to get rid of so much stuff that we've been,
We ain't going nowhere now for sure because the actors are on strike.
I mean, I lived through a time where you had to call people, you had to get, you know what I mean? Like people knew what time you were home.
Yo, remember memorizing that phone numbers?
Oh, you know how many numbers I used to remember? 15 off top. I counted it
Off
one
the
time.
top.
Off
Yep.
top, 15 numbers.
Yep.
Now, I don't even. Let me not say that because she gonna jump on it. Oh shit! Oh, I need to memorize my daughter's number. I need to memorize my daughter's number, yo.
You know what's crazy, right? You talk about the tracking you, right? I keep a little piece of paper with all my like important numbers, my mom and shit,
Yeah.
my brothers, whatever. And I lost my wallet, and this lady found it and returned it to the police. I had to go to the police station to get it. They gave me everything back with my little notebook, right? Everything back with my phone numbers.
She took the numbers.
The police took them, right?
The police took the numbers?
For sure. I mean, not what they gonna do with it? I don't do no crime. They just were like, well, just in case. He don't look like he live out here.
No.
Yeah, yeah, I was real comfortable with it.
They put that shit in a database.
Probably, yeah.
Yep.
I don't do no crime.
I don't know what was going on. I just remember I remember when I was younger, I guess because I just knew that like somebody's always listening in.
Yep.
And I remember I would talk to my family members, and my phone number would click on, so I clicking sometimes because that it would they'll listen. So I didn't know until I was watching uh Goodfellas
Click.
that the feds could listen into your conversation for X amount of time before they have to hang up. And then I remembered that. So I was saying to myself, who in my family was pulling crimes? Like, who, right? But in New York at the time.
In New York. They was in Virginia too.
Oh, yeah, they were in Virginia too.
They was
Jamaica was of interest.
Dallas.
I didn't know that shit. They were like, oh, because you Jamaican.
Dallas locked up now too.
Who?
Dallas?
Really?
I think so.
Oh.
He's the head of all that, right?
I don't know. I don't know nothing, bro. I don't know nothing. I don't know who the head of what.
I mean, they were all tied into all that stuff that happened with Clips.
Nigga, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing.
I'm over here minding minds, B.
I think that's all past. We got Tyson Beckford out here talking about it.
I was like, yo, Tyson, you need to shut the fuck up, man. Shut up. On Vlad TV. Like, bro, shut up, man.
All that stuff's over with.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't, bro. Yo, if they're still catching the coke boats coming into the East Coast, it's still going on, man.
I mean, no, not for sure. Drugs are never going to stop. But I mean, Tyson Beckford being involved in the shower posse is long over with.
JP Morgan, man.
Real criminals.
Hey, that's a $1 billion worth of booger sugar just chilling.
Remember that time they caught Mitch McConnell's wife with $1 million worth of coke in a boat? They blamed it on the caravan.
Take the fall. Don't worry about it. We got you. You be out.
That's wild. I mean, I'm just saying.
What's up with Biden's son though? Let's talk about this. Nobody's talking about Biden's son out here pulling lines and smoking boulders. I'm gonna talk about it.
That's what senators' kids do.
On camera though, he's recording himself.
He's a fucking maniac.
Weighing the boulders.
Yo, all
right, folks. You know what boulders are? I'm from New York, so back in the day, we used to call from what I knew in the neighborhood, that's what they used to call crack rocks. Crack rocks, they used to call them boulders, and that's what Joe Biden's son was weighing on the scale. And he's talking. He sounded like he was salivating, like he can't wait to smoke this.
Yeah, I mean it's 10-1, right?
How many years was Biden giving out to people back in the day for just having the rock? Yeah,
so much time.
Like 5 years.
Way more than that.
5 years for like one rock.
I mean, that was way more.
As soon as he becomes president of the United States, he lifts that fucking law because he knew that the tapes were gonna come out of his son with the rocks. That's why he's not in jail right now.
I mean, that's not really how that works, but
all right. Yo, kick in the door, waving the 4-4.
I mean, I don't know, man. That's how senators' kids behave. Yeah. In my experience, those type of like kids of even when we was running around, like when I was a kid, when we run around the streets, we run around a judge's kid.
Of course,
it's a whole different. You know what I'm saying? It's like a whole different set of rules.
Different level of lifestyle, man. Just different level of lifestyle, man. Different. It's just I don't know. That was just the one thing I just saw that was just crazy to see that like the hottest girl in your neighborhood getting turned out, right? Right? Or like or like a whole family left.
You know, what happened a lot for me growing up was the dope boys would get turned out. Like they'll get real, like they'll start by selling dope, and they get super miserable. Like life just get real hard, and they start smoking. You just
Right.
watch them fall. Hey, but to be fair, bro, if you smoking crack after 1993, like that's kind of on you. You made a life decision.
Yeah, of course. I just I just I just a lot what's that? A lot of kids developing ages are what age? What's the age?
For developing ages,
Like really strong. Like after 5, it's like well, before 5 is a lot of development, right?
they say the first 3 years is when it really happens.
Yeah. Yeah. So but like when you start to have consciousness of yourself really, those were those were the crack cocaine years
Right.
in New York. That's when I was living in New York, right? And then like I had a friend, man. I had a really cool friend that me and him used to draw all the time, drawing and do graffiti and just look at the trains and stuff, you know.
Right.
And then one year he's out. He's like, I gotta go, moving to Atlanta, you know, because you know his parent, you know, like just parents didn't want him around that environment no more and shit.
Right.
So it's just like it's a crazy thing to just see like friends and friends and just regular people, just your whole neighborhood change in one summer.
Yeah, we got teenage millionaires in the projects out of the blue.
Right.
Even Bronx too. Yeah, Alpo running around.
Alpo in Harlem.
He's from the Bronx though.
Hmm.
Maniac.
But when you're making a lot of money, you kind of stay in the area where you're making a lot
Where
of
he
money.
makes
So
the
he was
money.
in Harlem. He was in Spanish Harlem.
Yeah, he rich enough.
But yeah, man, like dudes like him, Alpo AZ. So like Brooklyn was so crazy. I didn't go to Brooklyn until I was like 18.
Preacher was out in Brooklyn. Black hair to death.
I mean, but think about that,
Yeah.
like, but think about the nicknames people got from that.
Uh-huh. Is it Brooklyn the only place where the people from there tell you where they from before they beat your ass? I'm from Brooklyn.
East New York,
Yeah.
Brownsville.
Brownsville.
Never ran, never will. Oh man.
What Biggie say? Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Is it though? Is it?
Oh no, no. When you get some love from Brooklyn dudes, man, it's different.
Is it?
Loyal, like it's yeah, man. It's like for instance, like Tupac was cool with Boot Camp Click,
Uh-huh.
right? They like Pac.
Love him.
They resented Biggie a little bit
Yeah.
because they like what Pac stood for.
Right.
They gave this dude Pac mad love. Biggie, yeah, whatever.
Biggie was just gifted. Like gifted.
Yeah,
You
man,
know what I'm saying? In a way
but
that almost
but
nobody else ever has been.
but it's like you know, and when Brooklyn dudes like each other, it's just like yeah, they you know like. But New York is funny, man. New York is funny. New York is funny, man. Like when KRS One was beefing with MC Shan, you know, like it it he made he it's it the because hip hop was so new at the time. It was so young
Yep.
that beef wasn't just it wasn't just beef. It wasn't just like beef on wax. It was so it was like
all these dudes were sponsored too, so he wasn't just the artist beefing.
Yeah, yeah.
You
And
know what I'm
so and
saying?
so like if you got locked up in jail now, if you was like in any type of like holding cell or whatever in any part
Rikers
of
specifically.
right, if any part any precinct whatever, like
I mean, he was talking about this
Wu Tang kind
yesterday.
of talks about it. Like Wu Tang kind of shed light on it. It was another thing that shed light on it. It was like Queens became soft. So Queens wasn't like Queens. It became Queens.
Oh, don't do that.
Right?
Don't do that to Queens.
No, but that's what it was. And so imagine if you went, say if you got locked up for some petty joint, and then now you had to fight, not just not so Queens dudes learn how to stick together after that.
Uh-huh.
So then it was like Queens against everybody. So like Brooklyn and the Bronx kind of got cool, and
because like wait,
because of that beef, because of that, because of that
hip
battle.
hop thing too. Because I feel like I heard Crazy Legs talk about this yesterday. Because the Bronx got all the credit for hip hop, but hip hop was developing simultaneously in Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx.
Yeah.
And Queens was a huge part of that. So
because it was the word of mouth was super strong.
Right. And so it starts. People start making money off it. And everybody's like Bronx, Bronx, Bronx. Queens is like that was us or whatever.
What also shed light on it. Remember the movie, The Warriors shows you how strong word of mouth is. But once the again dies, right, and they blame, and then when they blame the Warriors for it, you saw how fast that shit went because it was just like the word of mouth was crazy. It was just like that.
Look at Rich Porter.
Right.
Darnell, who had his little brother, like how quick word spread of what was happening.
Right.
That whole thing took place in the course of a week.
Right. And so like if you do anything wrong, and even if it's like a like even if it's like a like hey, to be called a snitch in the hood is just like, man, chill. Because now it travels, and then when it travels it becomes full on it mutates. People put their own sauce to it. They put their own spices to it. They put their own thoughts, whatever.
It's the telephone game. Right.
Oh man, somebody killed my shit. How many people came in here? 228. Not bad. I hate this video.
What video?
Fucking shit with the dogs. It looked like fried chicken. I hate that video, man. What the fuck? Every time somebody repost that shit, I just be like, yo.
That's a funny place, man.
You got you need watercolor paper?
Nah, maybe some tracer paper. Maybe I'll try to draw a dragon head.
Well, let's do dragons, B. Come on. Who's in here? Nobody in here right now? Good. All right. This is funny. Like nobody's watching this right now. Nobody's on YouTube right now. But fucking later on, it's like quadruple the number of people just appear. Like, oh, damn, where the fuck were y'all when I was doing this live stream?
It's time of day, though, right?
Yeah, niggas is just waking up. They got the sleep in their eyes. I gotta refrain from saying that word. Yeah, I do. I gotta refrain from saying it.
I mean, I stopped saying it for years and then started back again recently. Because my kid's grown, I used to ever want to say it in front of her. I do feel like they be using that shit as a distraction, though. Seriously, like we
Of
fighting
course.
over this word and people are getting killed every day.
Of course.
Like it's weird to have this expectation that you're gonna respond to this one word one specific way every time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't give a shit. Do what you do.
Thanks, man. I don't know what it is about allergies, man, but it's just
Shit, ruined my life.
it's how I know plants wanted to take us out, they could.
Plants?
They just drop. All they do is just put pollen out in the air. Some lethal dose of pollen.
You mind if I borrow a couple of these plants?
Yeah.
Um,
It would just be a lethal dose of pollen. That's it.
I kind of feel like the plants win no matter what, right? Whether that be they gonna outlast us one way or another. Usually I start a dragon head, it looks something like that.
Yeah, I could do that. I mean, or you could have it like a more oval egg shape.
It's gotta be my weakest. It's gotta be one of my weakest images. Like classical tattoo imagery. Dragon head is probably my weakest. It's a really complex image, you know?
You know, one of the things I've used anime.
Yeah,
Sometimes when they do dragons, they just look at heads.
definitely.
Maybe that's because they watched um they've watched
Never ending story.
Never Ending Story.
Yeah, because that Spirited Away dragon is basically a dog.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do the Spirited Away dragon right now. I'll write down the dragon.
Ramboards are crazy.
Hmm?
The Ramboard is wild.
Dude, this shit is yeah, I want to tattoo that joint, man. I want to tattoo this.
Like that?
Yeah, maybe. Anybody want to get this done up the side of their thigh or
I'm shocked you never tattooed the Spirited Away one, to be honest.
dude, I drew it, I posted it. They just get the kind of one from the actual anime. And just also like I was showing that dude like camel skulls,
Uh-huh.
just, and so you're just looking at the camel skull and just kind of like move the eye sockets forward, and then even like just use that the skulls anatomy, just it's just really that.
It was a horrifying looking skull.
A camel? Oh yeah, fucking thing is weird looking. It's of all the hooved animals, it's the weirdest looking skull of all. Yeah. All right, here we go. What are we drawing next? Any request, anybody? I specifically bought the Hokusai books. You got these?
I know it's fucking crazy.
The encyclopedia. Copper. Everybody loves copper, man. I love coppers.
Coppers are fun. Turtle face maniacs.
Everybody loves them coppers, boy. Yo, draw me a copper. What do you wanted me? What do you wanted to do? I don't know. Things is bugged out. They like to wait in the water and attack attack people.
Suck their souls out their butthole.
What a weird superpower.
If you got a fart to get them to go away too. Or
Fart? Oh no, you gotta give them a cucumber.
Or pickle, yeah. It's interesting how these like mythologies develop around the geography of the place, you know? You live near where people drown. My baby, I was paying attention. The demon came and got the baby.
Yeah. You lie. What was the there was a what was the werewolf is werewolf was developed in France.
I don't really know much about the werewolf.
Yeah, with origin came in France, and it was around the time after the Black Plague. People were like dying in the woods, And it was really the church killing people
I mean,
and blaming it on a beast. Let's draw a copper. What do we have the copper doing? Copper feel. Excuse me. Well,
every time I see something to do from Hokusai, I just reminded how far ahead of his time he was.
Hokusai?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on a different level of thinking.
Uh-huh.
But again, like, like it was kind of like early artisans too. So it's like he didn't just he didn't just do art. Like early masters when he taught the kids art, they had to learn sculpting. They had to learn. He had a good understanding of everything that he was doing some type of artwork for.
Right. He was living in the flow state. I feel like something special happens when you start learning as a kid.
I wonder if a snake could die from its own poison.
Huh. I don't think so, right?
Seen that video where the snake got his head cut off and then the body's still moving and then the head's still moving, the body's still moving, and the snake bites its own body.
Mm-hmm. I see a snake bite somebody. After the heck got took off.
Seen that too. It's got enough venom in the sack to kill it. It's like, all right.
Now I gotta Google this.
You haven't seen that video yet?
A snake fighting itself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, all right. Let's.
Yes, they can. Most are somewhat immune to their own venom, but they can't poison themselves.
They're immune to their own venom.
Most snakes have like some level of immunity to their own venom, but in rare cases they can poison themselves.
Ooh, let's give them crystal backs. I wonder if that could work. Okay. Oh, when's that new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie coming out?
Next week.
I gotta take my son.
Yeah, I could honestly be honest. So,
For you?
yeah, I think so.
Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah.
Kappa is like a creepy character, man. I don't.
Who?
Kappa?
Yeah.
The Kappa? And it's not one Kappa, too. It's a bunch of them. Like, I'm like, yo, y'all sure y'all like the Kappa, yo? You know what he stands for?
I mean, the whole trip is that your anus distends if you drown. That's where the whole myth comes from.
Right.
It's like try to use mythology to explain this natural phenomenon, I guess.
This thing is in the water waiting for you.
We would have challenged you to a wrestling match, right?
That's how I mean, one of the stories I read was if you lost, they eat you. That's it.
Maybe.
You know. Or like if you won, they'll let you go across the river, you know. And if they lost, if you lost, you know, they eat you and stuff. Copper's the illest
You can, but you can bribe them, right, with
with a
cucumber.
little cucumber.
Or if you
Everything.
bow really low. All the water falls out of their head.
Yeah, that was one too. Well, that was the one that they didn't tell you that can happen though. Like the water will fall out. You'd have to like kind of know their secret.
Like beholden to, I guess, politeness or whatever.
Copper. That movie is an anime called Karas. Copper's in it. Copper's in it. Copper's in the bathroom of the bus depot because
That's extra creepy.
they're the yokai, right? And so the girl falls through into another dimension, and when you look, there's all these coppers swimming up. It's like hundreds of them, and one of the coppers catches her, and just it sucks the life force out of her. I was like, oh shit.
I just recently saw there's also like a Studio Ghibli anime about Tanuki. You see her chart?
Which was that? Oh,
And they just all parachuting, like all use their little sacks of parachute.
that's what I'm talking about, man. It's like what?
It's called Pom Poko.
Oh, yeah, that's old. That's an oldie. That's his son did that.
Super old.
Yeah, his son did that. That was, I think, the first animated movie that his son did.
Okay.
I got that one. Ponpokyo. And how the fox was behind everything. He was making deals with the humans, looking as a human. He was a capitalist. He was a capitalist fox.
Mhm.
I was like, yo, you sold out the forest to just, make sure that you was all right in the long run.
That sounds right.
Weird old hands. I'm coming back to that. I know this looks wonky, folks, but Copper's body is very. I got him looking like he breakdancing. 50th year hip hop. I could do that. He's got like a weird body, right? I'm giving him that reptilian Hokusai look. Straight from the brain. Right. I should have brought the elbow out more. See how it's doing that little this blurred outline? I'm not doing that. That's the cord, man. It's messing with me. Maybe I should have done this one. That looks creepy too, right? How's that composition? How's that one look? I kind of like this creepier design. Let's see. Oh shit. Mm. Yo, I seriously hate spam calls. I really do.
The actual worst. It's weird, man. It'd be cool if we had some assholes in Washington every page to take care of shit like that. Oh, that's right. They just don't do shit.
Hey, what's up with them spam calls, man?
Yeah, they could have nipped that in the bud like 20 years ago.
Let's smudge this whole thing out. They got like long padded feet, right? How's that creepy little dude? Hmm? Now, if you saw this thing in the water waiting for you, what would you do? Or if he was on the shore, like if this thing was on the shore, I'd be out. I'd be out. I'd be out.
The only correct answer.
Huh?
Run is the only correct answer.
Yeah, you gotta run. Run, 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 run. That new Killer Mike album is dope.
It is. I only heard little bits and pieces, but
Oh my god. Oh my god, my pencil's acting up. I know it's not my pencil. I know it's this goddamn thing, man.